Blackout windows allow administrators to define times when no execution should occur to an environment or target. They ensure that environments or targets will not be affected through FlexDeploy during downtime windows, holidays, and leading up to or during peak periods. Blackout windows can valve all executions off during scheduled time periods. Let's look at how blackout windows work and set up and test some real-life examples. Blackout windows are found in the menu under Administration. Only administrator group members can configure them, and there is no way to bypass them, other than inactivating or ending the blackout window. As an administrator, I can access the Blackout Windows page. Now I can configure a window. I want to prevent any deployments to my prod environment around Christmas. The examples provided demonstrate some popular uses of blackout windows, including one that suits my requirement. The message I choose will be displayed and logged if anyone tries to submit a deployment during the blackout window for the configured environment. It's also possible to make one-time windows. This alternative approach takes the times that you want the window to start and end. The start and end time must be in the future. Sometimes a certain technology group, referred to as a target group in FlexDeploy, should be unavailable in an environment at scheduled times. For instance, EBS cloning may be occurring, and you wish to prohibit deployment during that time. Let's make a prod EBS window for the second Saturday of each month. If you check the FlexDeploy documentation, you'll find additional resources to help you create more complex cron expressions. Let's look at how a blackout window is displayed in the UI and what happens if I try to execute a project workflow during a blackout window. I'll attempt to deploy it. The currently blocked environments are noted with their messages in the list of environments. They're still selectable because I could be scheduling deployment for another time or setting up a deployment that will start after approval. Then, if the approval is completed during the blackout window, it will fail. But if it's approved after the blackout window, then it will run successfully. Blackout windows might sound a lot like the deployment window feature of FlexDeploy, so let's look at how they compare. Deployment windows stop deployment and utility executions to an environment for all the projects in the folder structure. They pause the deployment until either the window opens or someone with enough permissions chooses to override the window. The UI notifies you if you schedule a deployment during the window. Deployments or utility executions in a release would bypass deployment windows. Blackout windows prevent build, test, utility, and deployment executions to an environment from any source. They'll fail the execution if it's started through a release or a REST call. The UI notifies you if a blackout window is in progress, and a historical record is kept of when blackout windows are completed. Let's look at the reporting provided with blackout windows. You can search for a window using the message, environment, target group, times, or even who ended the window. This audit trail is a permanent record of every blackout window that took effect. If it's ended manually, the person who ended it is recorded as well. In this video, we learned how simply you can create blackout windows to cordon off parts of your infrastructure from unwanted executions. Blackout windows can be scheduled in advance in a repeating fashion or as a one-off event. Blackout windows provide functionality that is quite different from deployment windows. A historical record is kept once each window ends. Thanks for watching.